really doesn't count.
The trail led
It can go above the hours 44 minutes because that's what it cost and go for 4 hours.
further up the chain.
This gendarme guy, this police guy was informing about everything.
Is Belyvuk's superior. And from him, the trail led further up the chain.
This gendarme guy, this police guy was informing about everything. A person he calls Diana. Diana Krkalovic was general secretary of Serbian police, which means after the minister, she was number 2 in the police.
And according to Stevan, this top secretary of the police was informed about everything the police officer in Belyvuk discussed. But it doesn't end there.
When something really important is to decide, a police officer will say that besides Diana, also the boss...
3 minutes, we could have just let the stream. We could have not restarted the stream by here.
Big boss are informed. They never mention who boss and big boss. When something really important is to decide, a police officer will say that besides Diana, also the boss and big boss are informed. They never mention who boss.
Might be the okay now. Oh no.
Boss and big boss are, but following the logic of hierarchy, boss can only be like minister of police, which was Nebojša Stefanovic, and big boss could be just President Vučić, who was top of everything.
Belyvuk himself later testified that his gang was organized for the needs and by the order of Aleksandar Vučić.
Through his testimony, Belyvuk explained all the favors that he was doing to the government and actually telling why it's important for the Serbian government always to have control over these football hooligan groups.
According to Belyvuk, his gang would intimidate anti-government protesters. During football games, they would stop fans from chanting against the president.
Also, when Vučić making his own protests, he will bring hooligans to have bigger number in there. So literally government was using them some sort of like street force.
The president denies all the allegations and says he never met Belyvuk.
I used to be a truck driver myself, but I wanted to create my own empire. Building my...
The president denies all the allegations and says he never met Belyvuk.
Believe that had a bigger number in there. So literally government was using them some sort of like street force.
The president denies all the allegations and says
he denies. Then he knows somebody else.
Met Belyvuk.
What we believe that happened is that when the French police entered the sky phones and when they found all these pictures and videos of the violence, torturing, dismantling bodies, that and when the Serbia was informed, we believe that President Vučić understood that he cannot any longer work with the Belyvuk group because he understood this is like become international issue is big. So for this reason, we believe that eventually he basically arrested Belyvuk gang.
Belyvuk and parts of his gang are off the streets, at least for now. But the system that backed them is still in place. Police officials that instruct thugs and work closely together with them. And a president who's accused of using hooligans to silence his people. So far, almost no politicians or police officers have been brought to court in connection with this case.
President he controls the whole police, prosecution, everything, and in these terms, it's not possible that you have top officials to be prosecuted.
Here in the center of Belgrade is the Serbian president's office.
And in front of his office is one big park. And it was a really nice park before, but what the president did, he created some sort of camp there, and inside their camp, where he brought a lot of these criminals.
Stevan and his team at Creek identified many of them as members of organized crime, people with long police records of violence and drug smuggling. And according to Stevan, the president uses these criminals as guards of a sort in front of his office.
So the protester can never really come very close to him.
We asked the Serbian president for a statement. According to Stevan, the president uses these criminals as guards of a sort in front of his office.
So the protester can never really come very close to him.
We asked the Serbian president for a statement, but didn't receive a response.
So the whole point is that the Belyvuk group is out, but I mean the modus is still there, and until we have this sort of government now and our president on power, nothing will change. He will always bring in these guys. He will encourage organized crime structures, helping them, and until we have this sort of government now and our president on power, nothing will change. He will always bring in these guys. He will encourage organized crime structures, helping them. because he also have this value from them because they will protect him on another way.
Alright, bro. That's it. That's it. We grinding for all us, bro. But yeah. Peace. Who just joined the stream, bro? We about to end the stream. You join the stream, bro. Alright, bro. Peace.